This is Pet Life Radio. Let's talk pets.
Hi, I'm Seth Peterson.
Hi, I'm Tippi Hedren.
I'm Rhonda Schwartz.
I'm Doris Roberts.
This is Jessalyn Gilson.
Hello, I'm Victor Webb.
Hi, this is Charlotte Ross.
Hi, this is Ed Begley Jr.
What's up, you guys? This is AJ from the Backstreet Boys.
Hi, this is Shannon Elizabeth, and you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
And you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
Talking Pets.
Talkin' Pets.
With John Patch.
John Patch.
You're listening to Talkin' Pets with John Patch.
Hello, America, and welcome to Talkin' Pets with your host, John Patch. Join John and his expert guests with all of your pet questions, concerns, comments, and stories. Now it's time for Talkin' Pets with your host, John Patch.
And welcome to Talkin' Pets, heard coast to coast on your favorite radio station. This is Talkin' Pets, and I'm John Patch. Joining us is...
Hey there, this is Jalynn Sidlow from Celestial Custom Dog Services.
Here to answer your training questions and your behavior questions. And if you have those pet sitting questions, now is the time to call at 844-305-7800. When you call into that number, you'll speak with Quinn, and he'll put you on the air with us. That's 844-305-7800. The show is produced here at the farm by the ever-so-lovely Miss Lexi Lapp.
That's me.
Hi, Lexi.
Hi, John.
We have a special guest joining us in about 10 minutes. His name is Andy Cohen. You know him, of course, from Bravo. This is Talkin' Pets.
Welcome to Talkin' Pets with your host, John Patch. With today's co-host, Jalynn Sidlow, I'm your producer, Lexi Lapp. Give us a call with pet questions, comments, and stories at 844-305-7800. And watch us on Facebook Live at Talkin' Pets Radio. Now here's your favorite pet host, Talkin' Pets.
First turkey's yawn. Yes, I will. If you want to get a turkey, you need a lot more than luck. You can't just sit there like a dumb cluck. It ain't like hunting bucks or waiting for a goose. You gotta sound sexy and learn to seduce. Turkeys kind of do it like this. So I grab my bag of tricks, scratch my head. Time to get them turkeys moving, wake them up from the dead. I reach for Old Faithful, my favorite call. Gonna round me up a herd of them butterballs. I can teach them now. Now you gotta hold still. As still can be. There could be eyeballs in the bushes looking at me. Couldn't itch my nose. My butt began to hurt. Had mosquitoes landing on the back of my shirt.
And happy holidays to everybody out there listening. Once again, you are listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Jalynn Sidlow.
I'm Lexi Lapp.
Thanks for that intro, Lexi. So what's new? You ready for the holidays?
No, I'm ready for Thanksgiving. I'm not thinking about the Christmas holidays and the New Year's and everything. I kind of like to take one holiday at a time.
Yeah, I know. It's all bunched up at this time of the year.
I know, and I hate it like when Halloween hasn't even come out and there's Christmas decorations in the stores.
No, I know.
I'm like, that's crazy. I had an awesome Halloween.
It's
of course,
June
I was here with
and we
you.
see Halloween stuff already, and then all of a sudden July, there's Christmas.
But now I'm ready for Thanksgiving, and I'm going to spend it with my lovely parents. I don't think any of my sisters are going to come down, but it'll be good times. Me and Xerxes will nosh on some turkey legs and have a good time.
Xerxes is your Rottweiler. Yes. How much does he weigh now?
132.
132 pounds. And how old is he?
He's 14 months old.
14 months.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's not fat.
No, he's solid as a rock.
Solid muscle.
Yeah. He's gorgeous. That's because I swim him every day.
Lexi, what are you doing for Thanksgiving?
I'm actually cooking Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Oh, wow.
So I'm really excited. I did it last year. Was my first turkey that I ever cooked. We had a Friendsgiving, and I had a whole bunch of friends over, and I made the turkey, and everyone kind of brought a side. And my turkey came out really, really great. And so I asked this year if I could make it. I had asked last year if I could make the turkey this year for everyone, because having a kid, it makes it difficult to travel and stuff. And me and Mike, the father of my child, are not together anymore this year, so I don't have to travel. And I already wasn't planning on going to different houses anyway. I was just going to invite people over because it's just a lot. I don't like. That's one thing that's really awful about being like couples, I guess, is having to go to everybody's house. And especially when your parents are split up. So then that's 4 houses that you might have to end up going to throughout the day. And everyone wants to have it at the same time, but then everyone's offended if you don't go. And I just was like, I'm not doing that this year. I'd want my holidays to be not stressful. And so I decided that I'm going to cook. And so I have quite a few people. I think there's going to be like 10 of us.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to it.
Actually, if you want to check out on talkinpets.com, there's a lot of turkeys on the homepage. There's a video on there. It's about 10 minutes long, and it shows a lot of fun. Wild turkeys to tame turkeys to attack turkeys and everything else. So you can check it out on the homepage at talkinpets.com, TALKIN pets.com, talkinpets.com. I'm actually going to a country club. So, and I'm going to have dinner there.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm going with 3 or 4 of my friends.
Oh, good.
So, and we're going to do that.
It's always so nice when somebody waits on you and you haven't had to slave over everything in the kitchen.
Well, that's my friend
all day.
April. She's like, I'm not cooking this year.
Yeah.
Too much to put together. I'm stressed out and too much to clean up. And I said, there's nothing like having dinner at home, though. Mm-hmm. I still think that's tradition. That's the best. But hey, so anyway, I'll be with friends, so that'll be cool.
That's all that matters.
So. But once again, happy holidays to everybody out there and a happy Thanksgiving. Don't forget on Thanksgiving Day, after the Thanksgiving Day parade, you can watch the dog show, the National Dog Show with our friend David Fry.
Absolutely.
And normally he's on with us this time of the year, but I haven't heard from him. So, but David Fry is going to be on there with John O'Hurley. And also Mary Carrillo is going to be part of it. But they can tune in on that Thursday, which is Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving always falls on a Thursday, no matter what the date is.
Doesn't matter.
That would be the 23rd.
That was the 23rd?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next week.
I had to look behind me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and then, and the National Dog Show, actually, it's on NBC. It's one of the most popular shows ever.
It's a great show.
So they do
really
a great
is.
job. And John
Hurley, he's so hilarious.
He is. He's funny as could be. And David is just Mr. Knowledge himself and Mr. Personality, so you can check that out. And a matter of fact, Andy Cohen, you may know him, of course, from Watch What Happens Live on Bravo, and he's the one that created all those shows, the Housewives of Miami, the Housewives of, and then also Queer Eye, and then, what was it? I think there was the one that I watched. I can never remember the name, that modeling show. It's Project Runway. So that's his too, and then Top Chef is one of his shows.
I like Top Chef.
He's coming on, actually, to tell us about Purina's number dog, actually, hashtag dog thanking movement. And that's going to be going on. And what that is that if you participate in it, and he'll tell you all about it, but if you participate in it, every time that you participate, $1 goes towards the hurricane victims.
Wonderful.
And that's the people as well as their pets. So it's a great service. So if you could take part in it, please do. So again, Andy Cohen's going to be joining us in about 5 minutes. So stay tuned for that. But we'll be talking with him. And basically, for every original post submitted through November 26th using the hashtag number dog thanking, the tagging at Purina, actually, they will donate $1 to greatergood.org, up to $50,000, an organization devoted to improving the health and well-being of people, pets, and the planet. So it's a great cause. So if you can help them out, please do. And like I said, stay tuned for Andy. He'll fill you in a little bit more. So will I. But the number is 844-305-7800, 844-305-7800. You'll have to text David and say, where are you?
I can do that.
During one of the breaks, maybe he'll call in. But once again, we do want to talk with you. So if you have a training question, a behavior question, a story, maybe something about Thanksgiving, it's the holiday, we welcome that in. If you want to talk about it, give us a call, 844-305-7800, 844-305-7800. But I'm thankful, actually, to be doing the show, hosting the show for 27 years, and very thankful to all you guys listening. So, and there's some pretty good news, I think, coming up. So, there's some good things happening for Talking Pets, I think. So, I'll fill you in on that as we move along. But what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful to be healthy and alive. Had some very dear friends of mine go through a lot of dramas, and then making it through the hurricane has been another thing. I have a lot of people, friends,
I'm thankful
family
for having my home,
who have lost their homes and animals and family members, tragically. So I'm thankful to be happy and healthy and have my beautiful dogs and a career that I'm in love with.
And I don't even think I need to ask you, Lexi. I have a feeling on the top of my head you're going to say you're thankful for your son, Carson.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's
mostly.
He's 1 year, right?
He's almost 2.
Almost 2? Oh, wow. Terrible 2s. Look out.
Like only 3 more months until he's 2. He's already in the terrible twos.
Hey, we'll pick up the phone, give us a call. But Andy Cohen's coming up next. We're going to be talking, celebrate the National Dog Show, and help raise funds for hurricane relief. Now, Emmy Award-winning host and executive producer of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen and his dog, Waka, team up to encourage dog owners to join Purina's #DogThanking movement. That's coming up next. This is Talkin' Pets.
Can you believe this, Charlie? What he won't do for
It's DesignerPetSweaters.com. Hand-knitted designer sweaters for your precious pup or cool cat. Beautiful couture patterns for your pets, including custom-knitted formal wear, casual wear, yachting, and even sports-themed. Many designer pet sweaters include feathered tammy hats, top hats, and a lot of sparkle. Each sweater includes leg loops, front paw sleeves, and leash opening. Visit DesignerPetSweaters.com to order your four-legged fashions today. Your pets will stay warm for the winter and be runway ready. Large or small, we fit them all. DesignerPetSweaters.com.
Let's Talk Pets on PetLifeRadio.com.
Went out to milk and I didn't know how. I milked the goat instead of the cow.
And welcome back to Talkin' Pets. I'm your host, John Patch. Celebrate the National Dog Show and help raise funds for hurricane relief. Emmy Award-winning host and executive producer of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen and his dog Waka team up to encourage dog owners to join Purina's #DogThanking movement. Now, Andy Cohen is an Emmy Award-winning host, producer, and author, best known as the host and executive producer of Watch What Happens Live, Bravo's late-night interactive talk show. The series is the only live show in late night and features everyone from big names in pop culture, including Oprah Winfrey, Cher, Lady Gaga, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lopez, Will Ferrell, and Jimmy Fallon. He also serves as executive producer of the Real Housewives franchise and hosts the network's highly rated reunion specials. In his 10 years as executive at Bravo, he's responsible for shows like Project Runway, one of my favorite, Top Chef, Queer Eye, The Millionaire Matchmaker, Workout, Kathy Griffin, My Life on the D-List, the A-List Awards, and many others. I want to welcome onto the program right now none other than himself, Emmy Award winner, Mr. Andy Cohen. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Welcome to Talkin' Pets.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's great to have you on the show with us. I want to ask you, actually, tell us a little bit about the National Dog Show, how you're involved, and I know it's presented by Purina, but tell us a little bit about the show.
Well, it airs at noon on Thanksgiving on NBC, coast to coast. There are 2,000 dogs, 175 breeds, and one Best in Show winner. It's presented by Purina, and Purina's actually doing something cool. You know, I love my dog, Waka is his name, and I post on social media about him a lot. But Purina's doing something called Dog Thanking, where if you post from today through the Sunday after Thanksgiving and #Dog Thanking and tag Purina and say why your pet is the best, they will give $1 for every post to greatergood.org. And that money is for hurricane relief for pets and people in Florida, Texas, and Puerto Rico.
Phenomenal. So for every original post submitted through November 26 using the hashtag and tagging at Purina, they'll donate $1 to greatergood.org. And that's, like you said, helping hurricane relief.
Yeah, it's cool. There's more info at Purina.com, but it's pretty simple. And I am assuming if you're listening to Talkin' Pets Radio, you love your pet and you love to share why your pet is the best.
What would you say about your dog, Waka? Why is Waka the best in your life? And do you think you can compete with Waka?
Cute. He's cuddly. He's always entertaining. He's fun. He's happy. He's cheerful. And he makes everybody happy when he's around.
Do you have a favorite breed that you're going to be watching during the show on Thanksgiving Day?
I always pay attention to the Beagles and the Foxhounds because that's what my dog is.
Yeah, great dog, actually. I got to see him on your show. And, of course, Watch What Happens Live. And beautiful dog, a lot of fun.
Thank you so much. He's a rescue, and he is someone that, you know, he's the first dog I've ever had.
The first dog?
Yeah, the first dog I've ever had.
How long have you had him now?
Yeah, I've had him about 5 years.
They're great companions, aren't they?
The best.
And they keep you company in bed, too.
I know, they really do.
Yeah, he's a beautiful dog. I used to breed beagles when I was a kid growing up in the Northeast, and I love the beagle breed, and the hound breed. They're absolutely fantastic dogs, and I'm going to be watching for them, on this show as well, on the National Dog Show on Thanksgiving Day. And I understand, too, it's on NBC, and it premieres at noon in all time zones across the country.
Absolutely.
So that's when it premieres, and Andy, we're looking forward to actually watching it and looking forward to keeping up with your success. Congratulations on all that you've done. So there's going to be like more than 1,700 dogs and more than 175 breeds. And good friends of mine, John O'Hurley and David Fry, are going to be part of the program as always. And, of course, if you can help out, tell us one more time basically on how people can help out at Purina and with the greatergood.org.
Just post on your social media why your pet is the best and use hashtag dog thanking and tag Purina, at Purina, and then they automatically will make a donation.
So they basically match per dollar. So they donate $1 at any time anybody hashtags or tags at Purina, correct?
Yep, $1 now through November 26th.
And where again can they find out more information if they want to read up on this?
Purina.com.
Purina.com, which is the presenters, of course, of the National Dog Show. And it's a great pleasure always, to deal with the dog shows and everything. And with David Fry and John O'Hurley, they do a great job. And Andy, I'm so happy that you're part of this because I know you're a dog lover for your first time. And I love your hound. Waka is absolutely beautiful and fun to watch on your show. So I hope, we see a lot more of Waka as well as you down the line.
Thank you so much.
Great talking with you. And thanks so much, Andy. Have a great day, and we'll talk with you soon.
You too.
Take care. Once again, you're listening to Talkin' Pets. As Andy Cohen said, you can find out more information by visiting Purina.com, so we recommend that you go there. And for every original post, just like Andy said, submitted through November 26 using hashtag and tagging at Purina, they will donate $1 to greatergood.org. And it's up to $50,000, an organization devoted to improving the health and well-being of people, pets, and the planet. Now, more specifically, the donations raised will be used to support hurricane relief for pets and people. It's an important matter. We hope that you'll actually donate, just like Andy asked, and we look forward to actually watching the show on Thanksgiving Day. Don't forget, on NBC, the National Dog Show, presented by Purina, and it's in all time zones at noon. So check it out on Thanksgiving Day. One of the most popular shows ever on Thanksgiving, highly rated. So we look forward to watching it that day and hope you do too. It's going to be more than 1,700 dogs, and it's representing 175 breeds. Beloved TV personality John O'Hurley, best known as Jay Peterman on Seinfeld, as you know, will serve as the show co-host along with veteran dog show analyst, my friend David Fry. So again, tune in. The National Dog Show, Thanksgiving Day at noon in all time zones. It's the 16th year for the National Dog Show, a great event actually presented by Purina. And don't forget, join Purina's hashtag dog thanking movement. This is Talkin' Pets. And don't forget to give us a call at 844-305-7800. That's the number to call with your pet questions. Once again, I'm John Patch, and joining us is Jalynn Sidlow. You can ask her questions from behavior to training, as well as pet sitting. So pick up the phone and give us a call, 844-305-7800. Don't forget, we are on Facebook Live. You can check us out, and we're waving at you at a new angle, actually, at Talkin' Pets Radio. So check us out there, Talkin' Pets Radio. If you are not part of Talkin' Pets and our social media, you can join us at talkinpets.com, no G in the Talkin', and join us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Do it today. We'd love to have you be part of the family and join in on all of our pet talk. But once again, you are listening to Talkin' Pets, and we want to hear from you. So the lines are open at 844-305-7800. 844-305-7800. Again, this is Talkin' Pets.
We'll make great pets. We'll make great pets. We'll make great pets. We'll make great pets.
You think that you're rescuing them, but honestly, they're going to end up rescuing you. You don't know what they've gone through, and they're not going to be perfect. And they are so happy that you are taking a chance on them to be a part of your family. I urge you to go down to your local shelters, pounds, dog rescues, foundations, you name it, and rescue a dog. Once you get your rescue dog, you should definitely order some Dinovite. Go online and order it. DINOVITE.com. Dinovite. It's awesome stuff. 90 days of Dinovite will make your dog a happy dog. It will help them with their overall health. You don't need to spend thousands on vet bills. Dinovite is the best thing that's ever happened to my dogs, besides me, of course. Call 859-428-1000.
859-428-1000.
DINOVITE.com.
Let's talk pets.
Let's talk pets
On Pet Life Radio.
Pet Life Radio.
PetLifeRadio.com.
Florida man accused of slapping police horse on patrol. Police say a 29-year-old Florida man slapped a police horse on the hindquarters while it was on patrol with its officer. News outlets reported Casey Waldner was walking down a street when he was accused of slapping Izzy, a 13-year-old horse that has been with the Orlando Police Department for 5 years. The slap startled Izzy and she spun around. A police report says Waldner ran, but he was caught by a nearby officer. The report says officers searched Waldner and found cocaine. Police spokeswoman Michelle Guido says Izzy didn't need veterinary care. Waldner was charged with injury of a police horse, resisting arrest, and violence and cocaine possession. Waldner, who lives in Pace in Florida's Panhandle, was released on $1,250 bond. Remember to visit us on Talking Pets and join us on our Pet Family Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Watch us Saturdays on Facebook Live and Talking Pets Radio, and listen to our podcast at TalkingPets.com. Click on Gallery and then Archives. You're listening to Talking Pets, and this is Jillian Sidlow.
Productions, and you're listening to Talkin' Pets with John Patch.
So, Jilly, have you ever slapped a horse?
If I was barrel racing, absolutely. I was smacking it on the behind with my crop.
No, barrel racing.
Barrel racing.
What is that?
Barrel racing is where
you race a barrel, or they put you in a barrel and they toss you around?
There are 3 barrels in the ring. And you are on horseback, and you start, and you go immediately. Just you can go to the right or the left, and
it's a Western style.
And you
riding.
You have to crop around that really, really fast. Go all the way out to the end, spin around that,
and don't hit
back.
the barrels because you'll get it deducted.
So does the horse like it?
Some of them do. Mine did. Buddy, my horse.
So you go in between the barrels?
No,
you go around.
You go around them.
They're like a triangle, kind of.
There are 2 barrels, a left and a right, and then a top one. And
a triangle.
You can start either way, right or left, but you have to go around that barrel and then to the next one, and then you go all the way out to the far one and around that, and then race all the way back. And it's a timed event, kind of like a bucking bronco is a timed event.
Mm-hmm. And then you get time added if you touch the barrel, knock the barrel over.
So if you touch the barrel, you're
You get points added.
points off.
Yeah, points off.
So that's like a rodeo thing.
Yeah.
It's a rodeo event.
So and you did that?
Yes, for many, many years.
How good were you?
Very good. I'm still very good. I just don't compete anymore because I don't have a horse. Would you please stop that?
You have a horse. It's right next to you. Can you hear him?
And Xerxes is not big enough to ride in a rodeo. Close, but no cigar.
Epic fail.
I just want to point out that story was about a Florida man, and I don't know if you guys have ever watched.
You are one pathetic loser.
Most people from Florida. Hey, we are from
There goes
there.
our Florida on it.
We live in Florida.
Yes.
But so anyway, there is a show called Live PD, and it has a lot of different counties that from around the whole U.S. Like one of them is Lake County, Illinois. One of the counties happens to be Pasco County, and I'm just like, why? Why out of all the counties, especially in Florida, does Pasco County have to be one of them? Because that's where I live.
But isn't Pasco County like
It has one of the highest crime rates in the country.
well? There's a lot of horses too, right?
There's a lot of rednecks too.
There's a lot of there's just a lot
All right,
of
there
crime.
goes our redneck audience
Hey, I'm a redneck. I'm proud of it.
with red hair, just all over her. So, with horses though, did you have your own horses,
Yes.
or did you rent them?
No. I was riding before I could walk.
Really?
Yep. Grew up on horseback. My baby shoes are bronze cowboy boots.
They're beautiful creatures.
Oh, I love horses. Love them. I've had horses my whole life.
That's what she
Well,
said.
not now, but because now I live in the city. But
Kind of.
sort of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I live in the city. You can't,
Suburbs.
let me tell you, you can't have a horse in my neighborhood. I'll just
Hey,
tell
they
you that.
let me have chickens. I've got chickens now.
That's
they
different.
allowed it.
Yep. You can have chickens. You can have ducks.
Well, right down the
You
street they can
cannot
have horses.
You cannot have a rooster though. It
No,
is-
no, can't have roosters. But Dr. Katie, part of the program, and she's got horses all in her neighborhood. She's over in county, so everybody around the country knows it's called Oldsmar. But it's like 10, 15 minutes down the road. But I
that's-
can't have horses where I'm
No,
at right
neither
here.
can I.
But they can have horses.
Because they're county, we're city.
So
Yep.
I guess that's the same way anywhere in the country. There's a certain limitations. You can't cross that. You can't cross over this line with your horse.
I always wanted a horse. I did English style riding, so like the jumps and cantering and.
You rode too?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Have you ever ridden a horse,
No,
John?
I've ridden horses,
Okay.
but I'm in horseback riding, but I never competed in anything.
I never competed, and that's why I ended up stopping. Is because I worked my butt off to try to get to compete, and she just wasn't putting me in. And her main thing, I think it was more for her reputation than anything else, because I'm like, I don't even want to win. That's not the point. I just want to compete. Like, and then if I don't get a ribbon or whatever, and I'll know where to improve, but don't keep telling me that I'm not good enough, because that's why I'm
Bummer.
coming here. So it was really frustrating.
But why is it though? And maybe it's just me because maybe because I don't ride a lot or whatever. But every time when I would get on a horse, my butt hurt.
It's because you don't ride a lot.
Is that why?
Yep.
It's like when you play video games and you get like Nintendo thumb.
Okay, there is no comparison whatsoever. But like when I was little, I
Fight
don't know
it
if
out.
you've ever
Come on,
seen
fight it out.
on rodeo shows where you put little kids out there on sheep and they try to stay on the sheep. I started that when I was a little kid, and then I ended up breaking and training my own horses. And then I started doing, before my dad would let me barrel race because I was too young, I was part of a sheriff posse drill team where we rode in parades and we did square dancing on horseback, where it was actually like there didn't have to be a girl and a boy horse or anything, or a girl and a boy, because mostly girls on the team, but it was two horses, and on one side and the other, the four, and we would do-si-do and we'd go around and swing your partner, and it was tons of fun. I have videos. It's hilarious.
It's funny because there's it's a huge horse population. And I mean, there's a lot of owners out there that have horses, and they're beautiful creatures, like I said.
I
but
love them.
are they-
I wish I had more.
Do you consider them a lot to take care of, though?
Very much. It's very expensive. Dogs are expensive.
It's really funny. I saw a thing on Facebook the other day that said that back in the old days, the poor used to own horses and the rich had cars, and now it's the other way around, that everyone has a car but no one has a horse anymore.
That is kind of true when you think about it.
Everyone used to have horses in the past, but now no one has a horse.
That's because they pulled your plow and did everything for you.
But that story that you read about the the horse being slapped,
Mhm.
and it's interesting because out in Tampa here in downtown Tampa in the Ybor district, which is
We
kind of
have
like
mounted
New Orleans.
police.
Yeah, there's mounted police there, and they're pretty cool. I like watching the horses,
Mhm.
and for the most part, there's a lot of drunken people down there.
Well, like
so
this
you never
guy was
know
on drugs and he slapped the horse. He's an idiot.
Yeah, you never know what's going to happen. But the thing is, most people I've watched, because I won't touch the horse, of course, unless you ask.
Right.
Especially when there's a police officer
And
on top of that horse.
You're supposed to always ask.
Yes, and it should be for any animal, dog or whatever. But especially with a police horse, they're on duty. It's the same thing when you have somebody that's handicapped and they have their service dog with them. You shouldn't be petting that service dog either, because technically they're on duty.
Right. You never touch a service animal.
Winter has left the room.
You don't even
My cat.
ask to touch a service animal. You could admire it, but you walk by.
Yeah, I mean, because they're working.
Exactly.
I mean, you don't want to disturb them while they're at work. So, but the same thing, like I said, though, with the horses, though. I mean, it's interesting because there are people that are drunk or whatever, and they go up to the horses, and the police officer is like, step away.
Yep, step away from the horse.
I actually watched a little bit of a riot take place in Ybor one night, and I had it on film, actually. I posted it on Facebook. But they used the horses to turn them around and butt the people out of the way.
Awesome.
With the horses' butts.
Awesome.
So, yep. Hey, well, it is happy holidays to you guys out there. We hope you have a great Thanksgiving. And give us a call. Pick up the phone. The number's 844-305-7800 if you want to talk. If you've got a question. It doesn't have to be about a horse. It could be about a dog, of course. Or a cat. Whatever. 844-305-7800. That's the number. And happy holidays to everybody out there listening. We hope you have a great holiday season. And remember, do not feed your dog or your cat from the Thanksgiving Day table.
And don't drink and drive.
Exactly. This is Talkin' Pets.
I love turkey on Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Molly, here's your dinner. Zeus, that's not your food.
Don't let that happen to your precious cat. Elevate your cat's eating experience with the Cat Tree Tray. The Cat Tree Tray keeps your cat's food off the floor and conveniently located on the cat tree. It's the perfect way to eat. It's a beautiful wrought iron tray that easily attaches to your cat tree and keeps dogs and other critters out of your cat's dish. A must for multi-pet households. There's a 6-inch tray for large bowls and a 4-inch tray for smaller bowls. Purchase your Cat Tree Tray today. Go right now to cattreetray.com. That's cattreetray.com. CATTREETRAY.com.
Let's talk pets. Let's talk pets on Pet Life Radio. Pet Life Radio. PetLifeRadio.com.
Low ceilings. A 450-pound seal decides to lounge on airport runway. In Alaska, it's not uncommon for wildlife like polar bears to wander onto an airport's runway, but a lounging seal is far from more unusual. Now, but that's what workers found at the airport in the nation's northernmost city on Monday. A seal estimated to weigh 450 pounds was removed from the runway at the airport at Utgarvik by way of sled. The State Department of Transportation got in on the fun by warning pilots of low ceilings at the airport. Now, Meadow Bailey, the department's communications director, said Utgarvik, an Arctic Ocean coastal community on Alaska's North Slope, experienced heavy storms this week. Now, staff found the seal while clearing the runway. The department staff members are not allowed to handle marine mammals, so the seal was removed by North Slope Animal Control. The workers have seen birds, caribou, polar bears, and musk ox on the runway, but the seal sighting was a first. Wildlife strikes to aircraft pose a significant safety hazard and cost the aviation industry hundreds of millions of dollars each year. Birds make up to over 90% of strikes in the U.S., while mammal strikes are rare. Remember to watch and visit us at talkinpets.com and join our pet family on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Watch us Saturdays on Facebook Live at Talkin' Pets Radio from 5 to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and listen to our podcast at talkinpets.com. Click on Gallery, then Archives. Right now, you're listening to Talkin' Pets.
See that? 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 See that?
See that woman, she love. She drink coffee, she love. She drink tea, she love. And rooster crow, she love. See that woman, she love. She drink coffee, she love. She drink tea, she love. And rooster crow, she love. See that woman, dressed in red. Smile like the man when you wake up in his bed. See that woman, dressed in black. We got the man and the staff on his back.
And you are listening to Talkin' Pets. I'm John Patch.
I'm Jalynn Sidlow.
I'm Lexi Lapp.
Pick up the phone and give us a call. We want to talk to you about your pets at 844-305-7800. That is the number to call, 844-305-7800. To say thanks, I'd like to send out a bottle of SCOE 10X, the ultimate odor eliminator. That's SCOE 10X, as well as a bottle of Nutrix for your older dogs or cats, and it will bring back focus and vitality back into their lives. And say thanks and happy Thanksgiving to 2 callers. If you want to call in right now to our producer, Quinn. If you've won before, give somebody else a shot. But it's 844-305-7800. But I have no problem if you want to send it to a friend or a family member. You can do that as well. Just let them know it's coming. But we'd love to have you try it, and we'd love to hear back from you. 844-305-7800, 844-305-7800. Call Quinn right now, and the first 2 calls that come in, and you will get a bottle of SCOE 10X, the ultimate odor eliminator, and a bottle of Nutrix to bring back focus into your older pets. That's 844-305-7800. Were you guys ever on a flight that got diverted or changed because of, an animal on the runway?
No.
Actually, yes.
Were you?
But that was because we were in New York and we were landing, and when a plane was getting the dogs off, and I think you were there that year at Westminster with me, and that was when the whippet got loose.
Oh,
So
I think I do remember that.
let us off the plane.
I wasn't at the airport at that time, but I do remember that story, though.
Yep.
So, and that's one of the things when you're traveling with your pets, you got to be very careful because, and one of the things that they always say too is when you're traveling and the pet goes down into cargo, don't lock the crate, because if somebody needs to get in under an emergency,
right.
They need to be able to get into that crate.
Right.
One thing that you could try doing is if you want to lock it, but if it's by key, tape the key onto the carrier somewhere visible so somebody can grab it. But
use a zip tie, and that can be cut.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Yep.
So you can do that. That's
the
a good
animal
idea.
can't jimmy
unless you
the
don't
lock.
have scissors or something. They don't let you walk on the plane now with box cutters.
Flight attendants have knives. I mean, not the flight
That's
attendants.
nice to know.
No, the people who work underneath, they're going to have a tool that can do that.
Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, because you do got to be careful. Sometimes an animal does get out, and and if it gets out on the runway, then you got a lot of problems because then there's a lot of other planes that are going to be diverted as well.
Right.
When me and my dad flew here, because we moved from California to Florida, and
To Florida?
Florida, and
Are your arms tired?
yes.
Bump.
And so we had both our cats with us, and so we had the mesh bags, like the easier ones that you could stow underneath the seats, and we had them. We went to the vet or whatever and gave them a drug to help them fall asleep and be calm on the plane. Well, the one cat did not work on, and she ended up eating her way out. She ripped it open, the thing, and ran down the aisle on the plane, and my dad had to hold her the rest of the flight, and she peed on him.
Really?
Yep.
Isn't that special?
It ended up being really awful. The other cat kind of just meowed pretty much the whole flight, but the one cat just was not having it, and she ended up just clawing and biting her way out of the bag, and then there was a giant hole in this cat crate.
It's interesting too because it's not a cat story, but I remember. Do you ever have anybody puke around you?
Oh yes.
Like when you have that disturbance on the plane, turbulence and all. I remember this one guy. The poor guy was sitting 2 seats behind me, 2 rows behind me, and boy did he spew. And he pointed his mouth towards at least the window because he was in the window seat.
Right.
But when he pointed it towards the window, it literally covered the woman in front of him and hit my shoulder. And it was I only got a little bit, so I wasn't that worried. But then when I got to get off the plane because it smelled, so finally when we landed.
Oh my goodness.
It was everywhere. I looked out the side of the plane. It was covered in puke. It looked like the guy ate chocolate milk all day or drank it all day. It was horrible. But things like that happen to humans. Could you imagine what your pet feels like down in cargo? And that's another reason why they say when you're traveling by plane, don't sedate the animal, because the animal has to be able to take care of itself should the plane, move to the left, move to the right, or you're going to have turbulence. And in this day and age where the weather patterns have been, seems like turbulence is a lot more, active up there. So
right. And I mean, they should have water, but they don't need a lot of food.
Right.
Because that's just going to give them more to throw
Unless
up.
there's like major layovers,
Right.
and, then they'll take care of that too. So, and usually there's somebody down there in cargo when the plane is stopped at a, in between flights that will take care of your pet, usually. And hopefully not let them out so they run across the runway. But once again, thanks for joining us in this hour of Talking Pets. Don't forget, celebrate National Dog Show and help raise funds for hurricane relief. Emmy Award-winning host and executive producer of Watch What Happens Live, Andy Cohen and his dog Waka team up to encourage dog owners to join Purina's #DogThanking movement and watch the show on Thanksgiving Day with David Fry and John O'Hurley. But once again, spay and neuter your pets, help control the pet population. If you're looking to obtain a pet, go to your local animal shelter or rescue. I'm John Patch.
I'm Jalynn Sidlow.
I'm Lexi Lapp.
Happy holidays.
Let's Talk Pets, every week on demand, only on PetLifeRadio.com.